these books, like, they came when I needed them, exactly at the time where I needed them. Hello, hello, Ami Amors. Welcome to another video. Welcome to my channel. And if you are new here, I am Florahmat. I hope you are going to like the space, the vibe, and you are going to consider subscribing or even commenting in the comment section down below so that we can get to know ourselves better. All right, to know each other better. Going to today's day, I want to bring three books that literally transformed my life. There was a time in my life where nothing was happening, nothing was going, there was no growth, there was only stagnance, and I feel like these three books literally transformed my entire life. They transformed my entire mindset. Of course, everything is process, and it all, there is progress. However, I just feel like mentioning these three books because you never know, they might help you as well, because they helped me when I was going through the most in life. I was in the depths of everything. I was um, partially struggling with depression. I was also um, unemployed. I was also very much not looking for a job, not very much looking for anything. Life was no longer exciting. And then I just, you know what, I'm grateful to God for a lot, because these books, like, they came when I needed them, exactly at the time where I needed them, at the time where I could absorb information and gather understanding from it and then use it to become a wisdom point in my life. And I'm just so grateful to God, because all these things, it always says all things work together for the good of those who love the Lord, but you never really know how much they work together for you until literally God shows up in an unlikely manner and then just plunges you out of whatever that you were going through. And that was me at some point. I wasn't much of a reader. This is a habit that I built since 2022. I wasn't much of a writer. It's a habit that I also picked up in 2022 to start journaling and things like that. And I feel like they're just getting stronger and stronger, and it's all thanks to God, because these practices came exactly when I needed them. I just didn't know that I needed them initially, but where they met me at my lowest point. And I just want to give credit to God for that, because I could not have done it. If I could have done it, like, I wouldn't have lasted a year in my depression. I wouldn't have lasted a year not knowing what to pursue in my life, you know. But I believe that this was just pre-planned, and it came exactly at the time where I needed it, before I lost all despair. So without me rambling, because I don't want this video to be a very long one, let us just quickly go into the books that really, really, really changed and transformed my life. The first book I'm going to talk about is The Alchemist. Alchemist. How is it pronounced? So the book Alchemist is the first book that I literally bumped upon. My sister was reading it. My sister was very invested into reading and wanted to take in new material. She bought the book, and then at some time, she was raving crazy about it, and she was so excited. She has never found a book that was so moving and so compelling as that one. And I was like, you know what? Bring, bring. I have to also drink from the same source that you were drinking from. And then The Alchemist came. The Alchemist. My goodness, The Alchemist is a book and a half. Like, The Alchemist is everything that you want in a book. It's everything that you need in a book. The Alchemist is wisdom. The Alchemist is transformation. In those pages, there's tons and tons of transformation and reforming, and I put it as my number one because it is the first book that I went into and literally read to understand, and it's also the first book that literally took me out of my despair. Like, The Alchemist, the wonder, the mystery in that book, the perseverance to the end, the opportunity or the desire to dream, to dare to dream and dream things that are beyond human imagination, that literally captured me. Because I was stuck in a phase where I was dreaming, but I was dreaming in a state of fear, and it was always such a dream just to keep myself busy. It was not one to plunge out of my shell and to break the locks all around me. So reading that book literally showed me that to dare to dream is to dare to live. Honestly, if you dare to dream, you are daring to live. And I pray beyond everything that as we dare to dream and dare to live, we live life to the fullest, because that's also our Lord's promise for those who love Him and for those who trust in Him. And The Alchemist was just that one book that literally changed the entire trajectory of my life. And I went into reading from that point on. I went into exercising, and it literally helped me with the pressure that I was feeling in my mind. It literally just um, gave me another layer, and it just made my entire life so enjoyable all of a sudden. It literally changed my perspective. I don't think there's a book that has impacted me like The Alchemist has, where um dreaming and living out your dreams is concerned. That book is life changing, guys. That book is life changing. Honestly, if you feel like you have been drained in life and you don't feel like there is more to life after all that you have been through, if you want to spark that desire to live again, to dream again, and to live in wonder again, get The Alchemist. It's gonna sort you out. I promise you. I promise you. The second book that literally changed the trajectory of my life, this book, it will be the 5 a.m. Club. I also don't have it, so I will put a picture of a copy of the 5 a.m. Club. I think everybody in the influencer space that I know has already read the 5 a.m. Club. That book is transformational. That book teaches discipline. It made me aspire for more. It just allowed me to allow in true transformation and to also navigate the transformation. And wow, wow. Humans are something else. Humans are wise beings. They are really wise. 5 a.m. Club literally changed me, and that's where I started doing all my routines. That's where I started challenging myself to wake up at a certain time. I didn't get it right all the time, but then again, when I did put my mind into it, I would go into it, and that was because of the feel that I got from reading the 5 a.m. Club. It's that book that literally wants you to be on top of your business. It wants you to be on top of your matter so much that you don't have the time to stall or to rest a bit or to laze around for a bit. You don't have the time. You just want to see your life get better. And by practicing these little things that they share in the 5 a.m. Club, like waking up at 5 a.m. and and journaling and putting in your workout mode and all of those things and focusing on what you need to do, those things are so transformational that I saw myself living a transformed life within a matter of a year. It was not a drastic change like that, but I felt better. I could see myself doing better. Even today, I still live by the principles in the 5 a.m. Club, and I'm amazed. I am blown away every time. And from here, it's just doing more and more and more, applying myself more, giving myself more grace, and living the disciplined life that I aspire to live. But guys, if you need a boost, something that's gonna tell you to stand up and get your act together, get the 5 a.m. Club. You're gonna love the read. You're gonna love the how Robin Sharma just put it together and wrote the entire book. You're gonna love the people that are in that book. You're gonna fall in love with everything. So let me not spoil it. This is just how it has impacted me, and I feel like if you're in that space where you need serious transformation and inspiration to actually stand up for your life and for your rights, get the 5 a.m. Club book. It's gonna change your world. Last but not least, this I did have a cover of because my sister did not take it. Last but not least, the Everyday Hero Manifesto. Moment of silence. I am reading them out in the order that I received them and in the order of their impact in my life, right? I don't think any of them lack anything, but if I reflect where my life is concerned, this is the order of how they impacted my life. And the last book on this list is the Everyday Hero Manifesto, and it just taught me the art of mastery and being diligent with one's work. And it's not about chasing perfection, it's about doing what is necessary to master your craft. You aspire to be just more than somebody who's offering a service, but do it to the ultimate best, that you literally serve um, the entire world with your craft. It made a lot of references to people who did arts, old people who did the arts, who painted, who drew, and things like that. And they would take the time to master their craft. And by the time they presented it, they had worked on it thousands and thousands and thousands of times. And when they presented the art, it was just something mind-blowing, something out of the blue, because they had mastered each and every stroke of their brushes. They had mastered the canvas, the layers, the colors, and everything else like that. So I find that this is the principle that I live by currently. I find myself gravitating so much towards mastering my craft, being the best in all that I do, even though I do know that it's a process, but actually being patient with the process. And I need to refine my art and get to a place where I have mastered the thing that I want to present to the world and be of service to the world. And I don't think there's anything greater than that. Firstly, we are born to worship God, and secondly, we are created to also serve one another. It is our stance, it is where we are supposed to be operating from. I don't think there's any human being who finds fulfillment where not serving other people is concerned. Um, there's always fulfillment in serving other people. That is what I'm basically trying to say. And yeah, this book taught me exactly that. And I look back a good 2 years back, and I look to now, and I'm like, these books really did the things, okay? They really did the things. And couple it with the Holy Bible, you'll find that nothing that is mentioned here, the principles that is mentioned in all these books that I've mentioned, you'll find that they are already in the Bible. It's just that when these writers present them in a story, more like a real storytelling type of thing, you find that they make more sense and they move you to the core, because now they are more of a related to human experiences, and they feel like real human experiences. And I'm telling you that it's just fantastic. These books, it's a 10 from me. Okay. Guys, I hope you are going to purchase or even borrow some of these books. I believe that 1, 2, if not 3 of them will literally transform your life to the fullest. Okay, do not be impatient with the process, but allow the information to come into you, get understanding, and then start applying from a point of understanding. And I feel like these books are exactly the perfect way to start, especially now that we are starting a new year. These would be the perfect books to get to actually spark a transformation, a great transformation in your life. So yep, we are done with that video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you again on another video, and yeah, bye.